Hey guys, welcome to 9mm Ridge. Today we have the brand new Taurus TH 10 chambered in 10mm, and that's pretty awesome because price, this thing comes in right around $450. You might even be able to find it cheaper than that. It's a good though. We haven't fired it, but we're going to find out. Just playing around with it. The only thing I've actually kind of had difficulty with is the mag release is kind of weird. So this is fully ambidextrous, everything, safety, slide release. It's a single double action hammer fired trigger, which is cool. So has a nice trigger pull, decent reset, feels really good in that single action mode right there. Good magazine as well. These magazines are made by Mekgar, which is in Italy. These are excellent magazines, but yeah, is the gun very good? We'll find out. It does not have a red dot cutout on there, so it does have steel sights, which are actually fairly decent, kind of serrated in the back of that rear sight as well, so you don't get any sunshine reflection while you're shooting it. And then has a loaded chamber indicator on the sides. When it's loaded, that little piece right here will actually kind of pop out. But yeah, let's give it a run and see how it does. Alrighty guys, so the first thing I noticed actually is that the magazine, which is fully ambidextrous on there, either side, it's actually pretty tough to push to get the mag out. So there's nothing in the chamber right now. Goes in pretty easy, but yeah, getting it out, it's almost easier, at least for me on this specific gun, is to push with my finger on the opposite side to get it out of there. But let's fire it and see how it runs here. It's a little bit harder to rack because it is a hammer fired gun, but once you rack it, it's not too bad. Let's see how it performs here. So that is exactly the same thing that happened to another YouTuber. So because it's ambidextrous, put that on safety here, because this is ambidextrous, as I was shooting, my finger was kind of traveling up, hitting that mag release right there. So I could kind of feel it, kind of push, and then boom, it fell out, which is kind of a bummer. Not a big fan of that. That's not very cool. But as far as shooting, it actually shoots really good. Let's try one-handed here. Okay, gotta put one in the chamber. All right. Yeah, shoots really nice. This is just range ammo, but shoots well. But I don't really like that. You don't want that to happen, especially, 10mm is a great woods carry for the main United States area. Not Alaska per se, but if you're anywhere in the lower United States, it's great for bear defense. But yeah, I don't like that just kind of popped out as I was shooting. Very strange. But let's try another mag, see if it does it again here. So far feels really good. I did bring some good bear ammunition as well and some good hollow points from Underwood. So, all right. So slide release feels okay. Let's try it some more here. All right, we got one failure to feed. So let's eject that. Let's take that mag out. And that is, so that's a live round. So it just failed to chamber. Let's throw that back in there. Okay. Try it again. All right. Kind of the same issue right there. Failed to chamber. Let's kind of push that back in place. All right, so a couple of failures to feed there. Not a huge deal. It is brand new. I did oil it, so it does have a fresh oil, on the barrel and the slide and all that. But let's go load up some harder cast ammo. So from Choice Ammunition, we're gonna load up some hard cast. I think it's 200 grain, and we'll run some of that through it and see how it does. Alrighty guys, now I have some Underwood ammo. This is some hollow point. This is around 1400 feet per second. Really awesome little round here. And then I also have some hard cast from Ammunition's Choice, 200 grain. This is removing about 1180 feet per second. So let's try out that Underwood hollow point and see if it does some jams. I'm gonna shoot it without my gloves too and just see. Maybe that was the issue. I don't think it was, but I think it was just that really flat nose on that range ammo was catching on that ramp. But let's try out this hollow point from Underwood. That stuff is hot. That's a lot of fun to shoot that fireball, and that Underwood ammo is pretty impressive. Yeah, no issues there. That is actually kind of breaking in. The mag release is breaking in a little bit better the more I shoot it, seems like. I don't like that it fell out that one time, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that can be something that can be remedied in the future. But let's try out this Bear ammunition from Choice Defense. Really nice tapered Bear ammunition. Hard cast. This is what you'd want to carry in the lower 48 states. So you can't. A lot of people do carry it in Alaska as well, but you know, 4570 or something bigger for those large Alaskan bears is a little bit better. This would just be like a backup. But let's try it out. See how it runs with the hard cast. Woo! That's got a little more recoil. That feels pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know if it was my gloves. I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but when he was shooting, he was wearing gloves as well, and it pushed on that right there on the mag release from the opposite side. Without my gloves, honestly, I don't feel it. It was just kind of catching and on my glove, and you could just feel it kind of shifting or pulling. I don't know. It was kind of something was strange about it, but it's not having that issue now. So let's see. Let's do a little bit more shooting with it. Runs great, so no issues at all. Besides that mag falling out and a couple of those range bullets just kind of getting stuck on that ramp right there. So the ramp isn't the biggest. I don't know if you can see that. It's a small ramp. But let's try out that range ammunition again and see if we can make it stick on there. Or if it was just me with those gloves not holding it tight enough. But let's go grab some of that and we'll try that out. Okay, so I have 15 more rounds loaded back up of that range ammo. It is pretty square on the edge of that, so we're going to find out if it actually was me. I'm going to give it a fair assessment. I put my gloves back on, and we're going to run the last 15 rounds and just see if it was me or if it's just the ammo itself. I think it could be either one. I'm not sure on it, but let's find out here. I don't know. Maybe it just needed a break in. That's why you always want to test every firearm you have with what ammunition you're putting in it, just to make sure it runs good. Honestly, I kind of feel like it just needed a little bit of a break in because it's running perfectly fine now, no issues. That was the same magazine as well that was having the problem. So I don't think it was the magazine. It could have just been me, maybe a little bit limp wristing. It is fairly cold out here. That's why I was wearing gloves to begin with. But yeah, so mag release is feeling better now, actually. It's kind of breaking in. Maybe this gun just needs a good break-in for everything on it. But now we have some Syntec 200 grain hard cast. This is decent stuff. This is from Federal. We'll see if this runs in it. It's good carry ammo. It's got a nice flat nose on there, just like that range ammo. So we'll see if it'll run with my gloves on. All right. So let's try out that decocker. Perfect. Didn't go off. That's you don't want it to go off. It shouldn't, theoretically, but you never know. All right, here we go. Here's some Federal Syntec. right, it's running perfect now. I have 5 rounds left of the Ammunition's Choice Bear Defense, and then we'll call this video good. So let me go load that up. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We got 5 more rounds, and actually, I lied. We only have 5 rounds left of the range ammo. This is that Ciliar and Belay or Below, I don't know. It's a decent ammo. It's not the greatest. I like MagTech the best for range ammo because it actually runs about 1,200 feet per second. This stuff is rated around 1,100, 1,050, right in there, which is not really 10 millimeter ammo in my opinion. Anything over 1,200 is 10 millimeter ammo. But let's run this and see if it has any more failures. But so far, I actually really like the grip angle, and I like the way it shoots. It shoots great. All right. It's been locking back every single time, so that's good. Yeah, let's go over a couple of things. I really like the grip angle on it. It does come with interchangeable back straps, so you can adjust that grip length on there. The grip feels really good. Kind of has that Glock Gen 3 with the finger grooves on there, or Gen 4 even. Yeah, everything about it feels good. The only thing I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of the ambidextrous safety and slide release. Kind of gets in the way a little bit for my hand. I don't like that ambidextrous. I don't like the ambidextrous mag release the most. I mean, this I can kind of, I don't mind that this is there as much. I don't like that for what happened earlier in the video when the magazine fell out. But the more I get used to it, it feels actually really good in your hand. It just comes straight out into line of sight. And yeah, I really like it, especially at that price point of just under $500, right around the 450 mark. So great gun. We're going to have to do some more testing with it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first shots video on this Taurus TH10. If you're new to 9mm Ridge, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Follow me on Twitter/X. Guys, I love you. Stay safe. Keep on shooting. Have a great day.